All right, I'm only gonna be able to do this video for about like 10 minutes because like my phone storage is bugged right now. So we're gonna do what if Deku had an Earthbender quirk, and I'm gonna say this at almost every video up until now. If y'all want to support your boy and help put food in his stomach, because if I'm not hungry, I can make more better videos. And if I have more money, I'm able to get better things such as more games. I'm able to buy battle passes for games, buy other people battle passes. So it's like a, catch 2020, the more I get more support financially, the more I'm able to give out because I don't have to worry about what am I going to eat next. Instead of that, I can be like, what am I going to play next? What am I going to make a video on next? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's a penny. It doesn't matter if it's $1. Whatever one of these apps you can do, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, whatever, it's appreciated. Now let's get into the video. What if Deku was an Earthbender? So Deku's 4. Bakugo was too excited that he got his quirk and he started bugging. Okay, hold up. Give me 2 seconds here, peeps. So Bakugo was happy he's got a quirk. He ended up accidentally hitting Deku in the eyes with a pretty solid explosion, and Deku reels back in pain. And he realizes something. He can't see. So he looks at Kachon and is like, You're you're a monster. I knew you was gonna be like this. Well, he okay, I'm gonna say they're probably like 6 or 7. So Deku doesn't say I knew you were gonna be a monster or something, but he's like, I knew you had a powerful quirk, but I didn't think you were gonna be like this. So Deku technically runs away from home for a while being blind. Don't ask how he did that. And he hasn't been seen for many, many years. Up all the way until junior high, which Deku has a blindfold on now. And he's walking around as clear as day, not stumbling into anything and not, having any types of problems. Now he is doing one thing weird. He is barefooted. And when people tell him to put his shoes on, he's like, hey, this is the only way I can see. If I don't have my shoes on, how else am I gonna? I'm not really gonna be able to see much. This was a true fact up until forever. So no one really believed him, but he pointed out there's people here, there's ants here, there's this here. So he pretty much just pointed out everything. Like, hey, there's this, and that. If it was an anime or animated, this would be like a embarrassing scene because a girl be trying to hold in a fart, or it'd be something like that. So Deku does his schoolwork to the best of his abilities. He knows binary since he can't technically see. And yeah, then when people were talking about the UA, Deku has a lot more backbone due to how the Earthbenders are. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And people are like, you're quirkless. And he's like, who said that? And he makes like a giant crater outside. He's like, go over there and look. And everyone looks and realizes he might have a quirk, and it's earth bending or earth manipulation. I don't know what they would call it in story. So they basically, everyone does their training accordingly. Bakugo, this variation of Bakugo is a lot more tamer due to the simple fact is he saw how dangerous his quirk is. So he's not going to be screaming die every 2 seconds and go to hell. He's a little more calm and a little more reserved because he saw what happens when his quirk goes out of control. And he's a lot more humble. So Deku doesn't get bullied because he's blind. I'm gonna say people didn't really want to bully a blind kid. It's kind of like a catch 2020, I guess. I don't really know. Due to some factors like him being quirkless, okay, we can bully him for that. But him being blind and having a quirk, or like it just seems a little off. And they were like, yeah, we're not gonna mess with him. And they basically don't. While Deku's doing his training, we're gonna get straight into the entrance exam, and this is where everyone's doing what they do, and Bakugo's having his fun in this time. Deku doesn't trip around this time in canon. Him and Bakugo don't go at the same time intentionally. They just end up meeting up, and then as everything's going, Deku's like, quake, and then immediately starts blopping a good slew of robots without even moving. He just steps, hits the ground, and then like a good chunk, like a good 30% of those robots just eviscerate. And he continues to do this while everyone else is trying to get out of his way. And you're like, how's he doing this? I thought he was blind. And everyone's like, he is blind, but look at his feet. His feet are a little bit bigger than they would be in canon. And also, the bottom of his feet are as hard as hell since he walked on his feet since he was young. And we're also going to say, once again, Deku was always meant to be smart. I'm sorry if this part seems like it's being rushed. It is because I don't have much time. So he is just bopping robots left and right until the 0 point robot comes into play. And when the Zero robot comes into play, he can see Uraraka's in trouble. So what he does is he immediately encases her into rocks and lifts her up and out of the way while he sits there and does a whole bunch of earthbender like movements. But it almost looks like he's doing nothing, but he's doing these strong, grounded, big body movements and stuff, just getting his footing, getting his position in play. And then after he does all of that, a giant, or not a giant golem, but like the robot basically gets destroyed bit by bit, right? The Deku realizes something in a brief moment, but he says, I can't worry about that right now. And so he just starts towering down on the robot. Just basically robots getting flung with a whole bunch of rocks. And on top of that, the bottom part of the robot, his legs got cut off. And then after his legs get cut off, he's slowly falling. And Deku starts riding on the rocks and then jumps off of them. And then starts basically getting in the ground of where Uraraka was, or at least he's in front of her now. And he just starts melting this robot down with like a whole bunch of iron and not an iron, but a whole bunch of, not metal, damn it, with a whole bunch of earth. He gets Uraraka out of the way and pretty much destroys the 0 point robot with basically ease, okay? And then after he's done all that, Uraraka's thank you, time up, and boom. Now we're going to fast forward to when he hears the, you've made it to UA and all that stuff. Now we can briefly go over to how everyone's talking. Everyone's like, wow, you're blind? Uraraka didn't know he was blind up until now, but wow, you're blind? That's, oh, my bad, I didn't know. Let's say she was trying to wave at him or something, and let's say he wasn't paying attention, or like he doesn't see it, or she had a poster. And he's like, yeah, I can't really see that. He's like, I'm kind of blind, you know? I was like, yeah. And everyone's like, oh, Ida, Ida was like, I misjudged you. I didn't know you saw the true potential of the this, and that. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not even gonna say you're wrong. I'm just gonna let you think this. And then everyone does their little test for their quirk assessment. We're gonna say that Invisible Girl gets kicked out, and that's pretty much it, my guys. Like Deku does what he can do, and we'll just kind of leave her off. I want to make it to the 10 mark, but I don't have any more content that I want to put in this. I just want to see how it's received. But if it's received pretty well, I will have no problem continuing this on, and I will catch y'all later. Hey, if y'all like the video, like the video. If you want to support your boy, you know what to do. Go down in the description below. I love y'all. Catch y'all later.